Good morning. Oops, looks like I bit myself shaving again. Good morning, good people. Today is Friday, December 13th, 2024. It is about 6 a.m. here in wonderful Pahrump, southwestern Nevada, up in the hills, up in the mountains, east of Sin City and west of Death Valley. Good morning, Atticus Von Atticus. How are you today? How are things? Are you looking forward to our relatively early dinner today at the 5:10:15? Today is a big day for me. So a lot of stuff to get done today. Busy, making things happen. Cool, good. All right, well, our theme of today is, what's your mindset? What is your mindset? We will come back to that in a minute. First, let's start with advice from an 80-year-old. Make it a habit to do nice things for people who will never find out. Right. I wonder if I should try that. Seth Godin. What does our man Seth Godin have to say today? Listening to organizational decline. Could be interesting. Great companies and teams often get stale, then fade away. Here's what we want. Here's what we hear as it happens. I'm way too important to listen to customers. Send them to the call center. It wasn't a bad idea when we implemented it, so it's not a bad idea now. My boss won't let me. The IT department said, we can't change that. Our focus is on cutting costs, not increasing customer value. No one will notice. I'll add this to the file. I'm just doing my job. They don't pay me enough to care. They pay me enough not to care. The thing about under the circumstances is that the team members are the circumstances. They're not just sitting in traffic. You are traffic. Okay. We've all heard those things before, so what do we do about them now? Right, Atticus Von Atticus? Okay, so I just got a call from Sophie saying she's opening at work, so she won't be with us. So Atticus Von Atticus, how was your day in Pahrump yesterday? Did you go to the First Step Club, etc.? Just doing my job is what Adolf Eichmann said. Right. And I love it. And I love my job. Yeah, I'm just doing my job and I love it. I'd do it without pay if I could. Okay, cool. Let's see. Advice from an 80-year-old. I've already said that. Make it a habit to do nice things for people who will not find out. Aaliyah Crum is who we're going to talk about. There's a good one down below. Okay, so disclaimer, morning informazione. Why are we here? We're here to help our students and interested people on their journey through this life, where we start with the question, is this all there is? Are we just atoms in the void? Atticus Von Atticus, are we just atoms in the void? Is it just that we're born, stuff happens, and then we die? Correct. Make sure you let the people know tonight at Bible study. Not just atoms in the void. There is more to it than this. The evidence is in. It looks like we have transcendent souls because of near-death experiences, also known as real experiences after death. The Shroud of Turin, right, and other things that cannot be explained by the laws of physics as we know them. So, we're here to help on that journey. because there is a destination. The journey is not the destination. There's a destination after the journey, and the direction we're heading determines where we go. Just like in the car, if you want to get to Disneyland, you have to head to Disneyland, towards Disneyland. If you want to head towards San Francisco, you have to head towards San Francisco. Eventually you do. Some people could say, well, I want to go through Sin City first. Okay, well, you can do that, but there's a little bit of risk there because maybe you won't get to San Francisco. Maybe something will happen in Sin City that will get you stuck there, or you'll choose to go somewhere else. So we're here to help people on that journey. We do it during the week, Monday through Friday, focusing on physical, which is fitness and health, mental, always be learning, emotional. Don't worry. If you can't control your emotions, don't worry. Somebody else will, and they'll probably take you out of the game. So learning to control your emotions. Don't let other people control your emotions. And then on weekends, we focus on the spiritual part, which we call G School. Which reminds me, here's my new business cards. Boom, Edward Bevilacqua. What if? What if it's true? And my new title, Spiritual Director. How do we get this to focus? Well, Spiritual Director, Non-Christians. What? Las Vegas is a hotbed for self-destruction. Right. It's like a crucible. Right? It's like your crucible will burn you up. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about mindset for the next few minutes. Aaliyah Crum, one of the smart ones. I think she's still at Stanford, went to Harvard, Division I athlete, really smart. And she got with Carol Dweck. I think Duckworth was there, McGonigal. I think they were all at Stanford. Growth mindset. What does it take? So Leah Crum's TED Talk was about mindset. So she talks about mindset as a framing of the mind. We would call it our beliefs, our set of beliefs. And doing research, doing studies at Harvard, like 4 pretty good studies, and Yale, she came up with finding out that what we think really matters. The placebo effect, it's not what it is. So if you get a bunch of maids, like 70 maids, you divide them in, you take their statistics, you randomly divide them into 2 groups. One group you say, go back to work. The other group, you give a little presentation about how important physical activity is to your health. You come back a month later, measure the people. You find the people that you told that exercise is important, their health improves. Their physical things improve. Blood pressure down, other things up, good stuff up, bad stuff down. The people who are just doing their job, they don't change. Well, maybe since the maids knew physical, like maybe they were vacuuming more strenuously. Okay, so I did another test at Yale telling students, hey, the guys in the business school came up with a product. We want to do some focus groups. It's called Sense a Shake because we need to overcome the freshman 15 gaining weight. So they've invented this thing called Sense a Shake. So it tastes great, but it's low fat. We want you to come in and tell us what you think. And oh, by the way, we're going to give you some money, but we're also going to check your blood to make sure everything's cool. Okay, good. So what do you think about the shake? And of course, in these studies, the people being studied don't know what the actual thing is. What they're told isn't what the actual thing is. So what happens? The people's ghrelin level goes down. Goes down. They have the shake, it goes down. Then they say, oh, call them back. Oh, we want you to compare. We want you to come back in, and because we want to compare it to decadent delight, to this high fat, high flavor, high everything, and tell us what you feel. And they tested their ghrelin on that, how quickly it went down. The ghrelin went down faster with the decadent delight than it went down with sense of shake. And what it turns out is what? It's the same shake. It's the same thing. And people's ghrelin levels should have dropped the same based upon what was in the shake, not based upon what they thought was in the shake. And it wasn't sense of shake, and it wasn't decadent delight. It was just a regular shake that people were having. So their ghrelin level, when they thought it was sense of shake, went down less than it should have. On decadent delight, it went down more than it should have based upon what it was. So mindset. And then the last one she did was taking people in this big company, dividing them into two, measuring them, dividing them into two groups, having them watch a video where the footage on the video was the same, the music was the same. The only thing that was different was the words on the screen, and it had to do with stress. So one set that people watch, one group watched one that was stress is bad. So the video, the music was the same. The only thing different was the words on the screen. So whatever was on the screen here, on one of them, the words were stress is something indicating stress is bad. Over on this side, it was indicating stress is good. So you could have people chopping wood. And on this one, this side it says something negative about stress, and this side it says something positive about stress. It improves you. This one, it doesn't improve you. And what did they find? The people who thought stress was bad felt worse than the other people. So what was the point? What is the point, man? Get to the point. Oh, good morning, Maria Angelis. Good morning, Maria. Perhaps you'll see Medicus von Atticus today. Anyway, the people, so her point was mindset matters. What you believe matters. Des Moines 2024, right. I sent a link to this yesterday to Charlene. What you believe matters. Mindset matters. What you believe matters. The placebo effect. If you think you're worthless, other people will think you're worthless. And when you perceive other people think you're worthless, it will confirm your belief set. But it's not what you think, it's what you actually think about yourself. It's not what you tell yourself. It's not like, well, I'm really not good, but I'm going to say these affirmations every day. I have this list of affirmations, these prayer things where God is telling me he loves me. And if I read them enough, I'll believe them. No, that doesn't work. It's what you believe that has the impact. So if you believe you're not saved or you're not worthy, that's what you're going to internally, that's what your belief set is. And Mark Dawes on Wednesday told us our self-identity is only made up of our self-belief. That's it. Our self-identity is only made up of our self-belief. Okay, people, let me look at the worksheet one last time, see if there's anything there that we need to carry in about. Let's see. No, I think that's it, people. I think that's it. It's time for me to get on the Peloton. Once again, I already did my 10 minutes of stretching and 10 minutes of arms and light weights. And so that would be a belief. Is that right, Maticus? It just doesn't matter. But what do we actually believe when we say that? We mean it does matter, unless it's Bill Murray during, I think it was Meatballs, It just doesn't matter because all the good looking girls are gonna go out with them anyway, with the rich guys anyway. So it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Okay, but it does matter. Right. Okay, so we're going to say and cut, bonk, and cut. Glad that both of you are on here. Maria Angelis, might catch up with you people at Pratt today. I've got a bunch of work to do. I'm going to be really busy till noon, and then getting all my stuff taken care of, and then we will move forward. And dinner tonight with you, Manicus Von Atticus, and cut.